And we're back. Welcome along to today's Grand Prix from Canada. It's the Montreal Street Circuit. It's a pure high-speed action around here, and I welcome you all to today's Division 2 League race. I'm James. I will be the commentator today together with Udo Tesla, like always, or mostly, through all races. And we're going through qualifying now, and later on, of course, through the race, which will be a 50% race, so half distance on the normal race. And due to personal reasons, we stay with one view on last time's post setter, I think, which was Stan Lohman in the Red Bull. I think, I'm not completely sure, as I didn't commentate the race, but I think Stan Lohman last time round in Italy was able to get his first pole position. And today we're racing around Canada, as I already mentioned. It's a dry session, at least for qualifying. Of course, we'll see what the weather does in the race, or maybe towards the end of qualifying. Maybe it rains. Canada, of course, is a place where it rains quite often, where it's just a part of the track, just a part of the country, where it could have a potential chance of rain. And some drivers already got a lap time in. It's Mike in the Renault, a reserve driver today. It's in provisional pole at 1:7.7. Only 2 times behind is SMS Assassin in the AlphaTauri, who actually set his lap time on medium tires. So he did a 1:7.9, which is already quite fast on that medium tire, which should be a bit slower than the soft tire. Around here you need a lot of grip to get through the corners. It's pretty easy to cut corners to invalidate the lap time in the race to get penalties, but it will be really important not to get penalties throughout the race, because it could really decide which position you will find yourself in at the end of the race after you cross the start-finish line. And I'm on board now with one of the reserve drivers in the Haas car, Poof 2003. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. And of course you won't see that, but I will guide you through qualifying right now. And he's through the second sector now. Did a 1:9.4, already 1:10 faster than his previous lap time. Now going through the last sector, and it's really important you nail that last sector. It's just like the hairpin, which is really important to manage to get through, because you need that top speed, and then at the end of sector 3, that chicane. It's pretty easy to cut, as well on the inside and the outside. And he goes through start finish line and does a 1:9.2, improves by 2 times, but still is about 1 second slower than Linux in the Mercedes. And as I said, we'll be on board with Stan Lohman throughout the qualifying session, and he's at the moment on his out lap, so the moment he starts his flying lap, I will stay on board on his lap, and I will actually commentate his lap, so you all can see the track and have a bit more information about the track, how you drive it, how you nail that lap perfectly to get it on point. Yeah, it's pretty easy now to invalidate even before you actually start your lap time. Therefore, he was quite careful for the last chicane. Coming up now, getting as much top speed as possible into turn 1, late braking point, into turn 2, stay as tight as possible early on the throttle, and now up to turn 3, turn 4. First chicane, and yeah, stay tight, full throttle, get as close to the barrier, don't hit the barrier. Now for turn 6, turn 7, it's pretty easy to lose the car on the exit of this corner, but he actually nails that corner perfectly. Now through the second DR sector, not really overtaking point, through another chicane, pretty easy to cut on the inside, to hit the wall on the outside, but he nails that perfectly already early in the qualifying session. Didn't have any problems going through the hairpin, and now through the last sector, opening the DRS. Haven't got a lap time in yet. Jensen is on pole at the moment, 1:7.666, a temp faster than its Mike. And now for the last chicane 4, Stan Lohman doesn't invalidate. It was pretty clean, pretty safe for the chicane, and he does a 1:8.0 P4 at the moment. And that really shows how good that lap time was from Assassin on the medium tires. He actually starts his lap time now on the softer tire, so I will stay on board with him and see whether he can improve his lap time. I mostly think so, but maybe he doesn't want to improve his lap time, because starting on a medium tire is quite an advantage through here because it's pretty easy to stick with the cars in front. The DRS train is quite common around here because of the DRS sectors. It's I think it's a percentage of full throttle around 60 or 70% about this track. So don't lose that much time in corners, but here validates through turn 8, turn 9. So that's of course pretty common. We will see a lot of time penalties, as I already said in the race. And I think Linux is on his lap time now. He now goes through the last 2 corners and then validates on the inside of the chicane. And just behind him is the Williams of Rossi, who's on his outlap now. Starts his lap time. Trao, starting his lap time now as well, was on his outlap on a soft tire. And he will go on to chase for pole position, one of the fastest drivers of the division. Always a bit unlucky in qualified, but has a really good race pace, which he already showed in the last few races as well. There's a bit of traffic in sector 1. They're all standing in each other's way, and at the moment only 11 drivers have a lap time. We're 7 minutes left of qualifying, 10 minutes already done in qualifying. Charles P11 won 9.1 on medium tires, Los Sols P9 won 8.6 on medium tires, and as I already said, Assassin won 7.9 on medium tires. Going with Petrao now through the last sector. Second sector seems to be very good, but let's see whether we can nail the last sector as well. Like I said, really important having top speed, being as fast as possible, braking as late as possible. Oh, and he actually pits. Maybe he made a mistake, which I didn't see. Behind him, Blood Doxon, new driver for this division, actually starting his lap time now on the medium tires as well. So quite a lot of drivers trying to qualify on the medium tires, which is quite an advantage in the race because the soft tires do degrade a bit more than a medium tire in the race itself, and with the medium tire it's much more easier to do the one-stop strategy, which around here possibly isn't the fastest strategy, but I'm not pretty sure on that. Maybe the 2-stop is faster, maybe the 1-stop is faster, but we will see later what the drivers do. Xavi is on his lap time as well now. P16 about a lap time, same as McLeod. P17 still in the box. Jensen is starting his lap time now as well. Was he invalidated? So P6 only at the moment for him. His teammate, Lord Jackson for today, is the next one to cross the line. His lap time is still valid. So let's see whether he can actually finish his lap time. But oh no, he validated. I was actually already I actually already saw that when he was turning in. Xavi validated as well. Then it's Proof, who improves to P11, second pole position for fresh tires, won 8.9. 3 times slower than Vikram P10, which is a bit disappointing for him as well, I guess. Jensen is the next one to cross the line, the Ferrari. At the moment, pole position, can he improve his lap time? Can he go any faster? And he does go a bit faster, 2 times faster, 2.5 times faster, 17.401, and therefore around 3.5 seconds faster than its Mike in P2. Let's see whether anyone can improve on his lap time. Lost Souls improves, he's on a soft tire now. So he will probably try to improve because his lap time is set on a medium tire. Therefore he will definitely go faster, for sure, but he's just invalidated. So that's a shame, of course. Oh, and just notice that McLeod actually validated again. So it's still P17. He still has enough time to do another lap. So let's hope he does make it. We still have, well, let's see, 4 drivers without lap time. So that's a shame for them. Petrao is on his lap at the moment. Can he improve from P14 actually? To actually set a lap time and get into the mix. His teammate in P7 at 18.2 is definitely his target, but he misses the braking point into the hairpin and therefore loses even more time. But he's in ERS mode 0 and probably prepare for another lap.
Yeah, I'm back.
And yeah.
Hi everyone. Yeah. What were you saying, Jensen?
Well, I mean, a lot happened. Petrao starts his lap now. So he's 14 without a lap time, so that's a bit surprising. Same as Chubby McLeod in P17 at the moment. Lap Jackson without a lap time.
But Possession is put his lap on the medium tires. Did you see that?
Yeah. I saw that. He actually tried to improve on the soft tire, and he still tries to improve on the soft tire, but then validated. I think he should actually stay on the medium tire, because I think strategy-wise, it's more beneficial starting on the medium tire, because it's pretty easy to stay behind another driver because of the DRS train. But let's see.
Yeah, well, he validated his lap time. Let's go to McLeod, who's on the on the red tires.
And he would definitely get lap now.
P3.
No, P3. Just about. Oh, and it's Mike actually improved again. From 17.7 to 17.5. So that's a good lap time from him.
Yeah, it is. And then there's a Ferrari. I don't know.
And I have a Romeo. Victor.
Very aggressive.
But that shouldn't be that bad. P7 only, 18.1. Just in front of Rossi. Next car is it was on his outlap. There's both Haas. It's Proof next on his outlap. Mercedes coming from behind. Outlap. And most of the drivers are on their outlaps.
Yeah.
Next one is. I think Los Souls is the next one.
No.
Never know.
No. It's Poof 2003. I think. Yeah. But he's not improving by his first sector.
No, Los Souls is in front of him.
Yeah, but Los Souls.
Invalidated.
Yeah. And both Williams are on the road lap, so it's Poof, and then after Poof it's I don't know.
Yeah. There's Red Bull standing.
Oh, it's Mike. Goes P2. I didn't see that. That's a very good lap there from Mike. He goes P2 with a 175. I don't know. I didn't see that, but yeah. Just checking. Let's go back to Pope.
So Possession validated again. So I think Possession validates on purpose. Could be a reason, because he doesn't need to improve. His lap time is really good on the medium tire.
Who's the next driver now? I think it's McLeod. No, it's not McLeod. No.
And Xavi doesn't get to the line.
Oh, it's Linux.
Did he? Oh, yeah, he did.
He did. And now it's Linux. It goes P10. It doesn't improve. Next driver, who is it?
It's an Apatawi. It's at Possession validated.
It's Levan.
That is a Haas car. Yeah.
Yep, it's Levan. So at the moment he's P12. He's only improving by 1/10 at the moment. I mean, it's better to be out of the top 10 than be P11 or
Xavi
P12.
validated. Xavi will pit.
Oh, sorry.
Then it's
P9.
Rossi the next car. Rossi is the next car. Improving by 1/10. So it would be P6 at the moment. It improves by a bit more. It does. Oh no, it doesn't. P12, 3,000 of a second behind Stan.
Jensen is coming.
Pretty close. Can he go any faster? And he will go, but no, he won't. Oh, quite close
Stan
actually.
He's P4.
Yeah.
Now there is
Now
Linux.
Linux.
Oh, he's slowing down.
Then it's his teammate. And
He's
his
slowing down.
teammate, P6. Oh, didn't improve for the second sector. Does he improve for the
P4.
last sector? He does.
So
Oh,
I don't know
pretty
if
close.
did you see what Linux just did there?
Yeah, he slowed down.
Yeah, because he wants to start on the medium tires.
Oh, he starts to. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty clever.
Yeah.
For Samson, the last driver. I need to improve. Okay, and by that is lap time.
Yep. So it's a different qualifying lineup. It's not what we expect.
No, drivers having quite a lot of problems actually setting an uptime in, which is of course quite hard around this track because of the invalidation of lap times. Two drivers without a lap, Blood Jackson and Chabi, P16 and P17, and we have one driver in the top 10 on medium tires, that's Persassin, a 1.7.9, only a half a second behind Jensen on pole position. And it's another pole for Jensen, the championship leader.
Yeah, it is, and also a new driver. Mike is P2, so there we have a new driver. And Rossi somehow is P7. We also always expect him to be in the top 4 in qualifying. But
Livan, P9, pretty surprising for me as a reserve driver. And Linux only P11, of course, like we said, starting on a flat tire, starting maybe on a medium tire, could be an advantage.
Yeah.
If it doesn't rain, of course. If it rains, then it's pretty hard to overtake. But it's dry weather, beautiful sky. It won't rain. I think. I guess.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, but we'll see. So Jensen is P1. Also, so I think only driver who only new driver who could fight for the win is I think Mike. I think all the drivers have already won, who are top 6, except Stan. So Stan and Mike are the only drivers who still didn't win yet. But yeah, well, because Jensen has already won a few. Possession I think, has he won one? I think he has.
I think Possession won the British.
Silverstone.
Didn't he won the British champion?
Yeah, in Silverstone.
I think not 100% sure, but I guess I think he had. But we always remember McLeod as a really good race pace. Same as where's the Trow? Only P15 on the medium tires, and then we need to have an eye on Possession, of course, on the medium tires in P6.
Yeah, and also Linux.
Yeah, of course.
Just like last time in Monza.
I didn't see any drivers on the hard tire. I think
it's not worth going on hard tires.
Nah, I don't think it's worth. Charles on mediums, Proof on mediums, Petrar on mediums, Blood Jackson and Chabi on mediums, and Linux and Lost Souls, P11 and P14 on soft tires.
Oh, okay. So why did Linux slow down? I mean, he does get the fresh soft, but still.
Yeah, I mean, starting P10, and then, of course, starting P11, I think starting P11 is beneficial, because you're starting right on the edge of points, and still having a fresh tire, and tire degradation is it's not high around here, like in other tracks, but it's a bit higher than, like, of course, Austria or something.
Yeah, but what he can do is he can extend his soft tires and then pit a bit around 3-4 laps later than the other guys.
Yeah.
And then, that's cool. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But I definitely expect the safety car. I mean, it's a track with a high risk of the safety car coming out, whether it's a virtual safety car or a normal safety car, and therefore I think strategy-wise it will be affected by the safety car. And of course, I don't think it will be a one-stop race because of the pit stop. The time lost at the pit stop is only around 14 seconds or 15, 16 seconds because you really go straight through to the pits and then of course cut off turn 1 and 2.
That's a good. Yeah, but that's a good shot. But also track position is very important in Canada.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean it's.
Except the last. The last DRS. Yeah, the last DRS.
Yeah, but it's still it's harder to overtake than on other tracks, but it's not as easy to overtake because it's still quite tight.
Yeah, exactly. It is quite tight, but yeah, we will see. No, but I do still expect a one stop. But we'll see. But yeah, here we go. The race is about to start in 5 lights. Still the glitch. It's still going. And I think now it's going to start.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody gets already a drive-through penalty. And Jensen gets a really good start out there. Both Red Bull drivers get a really good start. Will McLeod go from the inside?
Oh, they touched each other.
Stan touches his teammate McLeod, but Jensen goes is P1, P2 for Mike. Red Bull gaining positions, Racing losing positions, Possession in the same position. Linux gaining 3 positions, and Levan losing positions.
Blood Jackson's gaining 6 positions. Rick for losing 7 positions. He had a really terrible start.
Wow, and Shabby gaining 3 positions, and unfortunate for Low Souls who had picked up a drive-to penalty.
There's a collision. There's a collision at the back between Linux and Sabi. And I think I saw 4 damages.
Oh, who was it?
I think Linux and Sabi. The McLaren and the Mercedes driver.
Let's have a look then. So Sabi does not have any damage, but Linux is struggling, so I think he has damage, and yes, he has damage.
And Blood Jackson already up in P7, now up into P6, past Possession. Wow, and Possession has something damage. Possession has something damage too.
Oh, he gets more damage now.
Yeah.
And I think Sabi might get.
Sabi? Yeah. He will get past again. Of course, on a better softer tire.
Yeah. Possession pushed Jackson a bit at the last 2 corners, that's why he went a bit wide. But yeah, that's why Sabi now took the position. And Low Souls, yeah, he just retired because he picked up a drive-to penalty. But he shouldn't give up that early because it could have been a safety car.
In Canada, there's a major chance of a safety car coming out. Jensen, but still, Jensen up in P1, leads the race in front of Mike, in front of the 2 Red Bulls. We now have this strategic option, of course, to do undercut, overcut, and Racing Omla in P5. There's a good gap to Sabi behind.
Yeah, and Rossi is in P14, so I wonder what happened with him. Let me just have a look if he pitted. He pitted.
He stopped. Yeah, he pitted. He had a big damage as well then.
Oh, okay. So.
But they opened the medium tires? Yes, they all pitted the medium tires on.
Yeah. But where is yeah. But yeah, Jensen is in P1. Out of the DRS zone, which is good news for Jensen.
But Mike, of course, as well.
Yeah, Mike as well, but Red Bulls together.
Yeah. Well, and Xavi seems to have a disconnect.
Oh.
I tried to invite him again.
Yeah, perfect. So, Stan gained the position, and then I think Racing Omiya lost the position. Both they basically swapped position. And Zabi in P6, I wonder where he started. He started in P10. Oh, it's very good. Very good. P6, gained 4 positions. Actually, let me have a look. I think, where is it? Oh, there you go. Okay, so here we go. So, Sabi gained 4 positions.
And Jackson now gained 10 positions at the start. And that's the first medium driver.
Oh, so now he's gained 10. That's I think the best start for Blood Jackson out of all the other drivers. And I think the worst start is, I think, for Possession. He's lost 9 positions, but also because of the front wing. We wonder how he lost it. With who did he make contact? That's a good question. But yeah, as he was P6. I mean, not really a incident. Might have been just touching the wall, because the walls are really close to the exit. So yeah, we still don't know if it's the driver. And McLeod already picks up a penalty, so that's very, very bad. It's just it kind of decreases your confidence, because now you have to be very careful.
Yeah, but it also you also know that I guess that nearly every driver will get a penalty this race. We've already seen both fast drivers with a penalty, and therefore I guess around lap 20-25 we will see most of the drivers having a penalty, because you need to get used to the track, you need to find your rhythm, and therefore it takes a while.
Yeah,
A
it
bit.
does take a while, but yeah, but still at the start getting a penalty is already a letdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's right behind Mike. Mike having to back off from Jensen, already 2.5 seconds between those two drivers, between P1 and P2, and McLeod seems to be a bit faster, or quite a lot faster, because he has around 80% ERS, and it's Mike only around 16% ERS. That's a major difference between those two drivers, and therefore I think it will be pretty easy now for McLeod to actually get past him.
Yeah, it's looking very close. I think this will be the turn after this, if he gets a good
Yeah.
exit, obviously. And Mike does not really get a good exit. I just
No.
looked on it. Just looked on the
Yeah,
screen.
and McLeod really needs to get past now if he wants to have a chance on fighting for the win. Yeah, and he just gets past.
Yeah, he does get past, and will he also get DRS at the next? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and look at Stan
Oh,
Lohman.
Stan Lohman.
Can Stan Lohman get past? Yeah, he can get past because of Mike having no ERS anymore to defend.
Yeah, yeah, it's
And
unfortunate.
and I think, yeah, Racing Omla is right behind him as well. He will probably have a chance next lap.
Yeah, ooh, Mike losing control. He almost spun. But yeah, Red Bull drivers now into the top 3, and Mike, again,
Mike
struggling.
Really spun again.
Mike
And
is
again,
struggling.
yeah.
He's
I mean,
also
it's
picked
quite
up a
difficult.
penalty.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult track, of course, because the walls are quite close to the track. There's no yeah, it's just difficult.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Mike losing it again.
He's losing it again. He's struggling a lot. His tires
Yeah.
must be really warm, and that's why he can't. And now Racing
now-
is just right behind him. But will he get
And he
DRS?
will
Oh
get-
no, he will not. Mike is not going to get DRS from Stan.
No,
And I think now he might
Yeah.
lose another position.
he will lose another position. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Blood Jackson actually is right behind him as well, and Mike hits
Oh, he pits.
and gets the 5-second
Oh
penalty.
no. He was doing so good at the start, and now he's just struggling. Oh, does he have damage?
Yeah,
Damage?
yeah. That's why
Oh,
it's
he
so
had
slow.
damage.
Maybe he touched the wall.
The last
And
total.
therefore lost so much time, and he actually retired, and that's not good.
Yeah. He's doing really good. And both Renault's out.
So I'm almost with Petrao now in the McLaren, P10, going on the outside of Levan, and actually passes him. A good move from the McLaren driver, already up into P9.
Yeah. And also Blood Jackson. He's P5 on the medium tires.
Yeah, and he's right behind Racing Omla. So if he stays in his DRS window, he might have a chance on staying right in the train. Of course, we already had 7 laps of racing, and therefore the soft tires are degrading quite a lot. And the medium should be either as fast as the soft tire or probably a bit faster at this point.
Yeah.
And we have one Red Bull pitting, McLeod is pitting.
Oh,
That could be the under, and the Mercedes is pitting as well.
so who's pitting? Oh, Racing Nomi and Emma is pitting. Good that they didn't put at the same time, because they're really close to each other. So it's a bit risky. But luckily.
Yeah.
So now, I'm wondering where McLeod will end up. If he ends up behind traffic, it's gonna give Stan a big chance, and Blood Jackson picks up a penalty.
So McLeod will be just in front of Rossi.
Oh,
That's
lucky.
so important. That's
That was
really
really-
important.
That was really important.
Yeah. And now he does the undercut. And Petrao gets past Proof. That's important for him as well. And now actually, I mean, I guess Dan Noman will pit now as well. Jensen can allow himself going one more lap, but I wouldn't risk it.
Oh, the exit from Stan was not good. But now he's obviously gonna use all his ERS to try and not lose a position against Racing Omia basically. And just get a good pit exit, pit entry, good. And another thing he has to make sure is, will Jensen lose time? Will Jensen lose time?
Oh yeah, he does.
Yes, he does. He does lose
Justin.
time. And also,
So,
Stan loses a bit of time as well. That's going to be a pretty risky because if he loses a position, that's pretty bad for him.
so McLeod now goes past Jensen, but of course going around turn one.
Jensen might just take the position. Yes, he does.
Yeah, but look how close they are now. The gap was around 3 seconds before McLeod stopped. And now the gap is around... Oh, wait, safety car. Safety car deployed.
Oh, and Stan loses the position against Racing Omiya.
But you know what that means? That's really bad for the soft drivers in front. So either they... for the medium drivers, I wanted to say. So either they stop now, then Blood Jackson will actually gain the lead of the race, I think. Or they drive on and go for the one stop. I'm not sure what to do now.
I think I think if the delta is still on, the VSC delta I mean, and Blood Jackson pits now. Oh, but he can't go on the soft tires, can't he? He has to go on the hard tires.
So everyone else, I don't think anyone could go through the end of the race. I think everyone will have to pit and have it. Oh, and Linux retired, and he hit the wall.
Oh, what?
Oh, wow, he spun off.
Oh no.
And the cars in front pit actually.
And his Blood Jackson, he is pitting, and yeah. Oh, medium tires. Okay.
And actually a new front wing.
Oh.
So he would.
Oh. Okay, so there you go. Well.
And he lost the position to Charles because of that.
And Pedro going on the hard tires.
So he, as well as Assassin, will go through the end of the race. That could be an advantage.
Yeah, but I still think Jensen can go till the end. I don't know, because I mean I remember I did a one-stop strategy, so I don't know.
From which tire to which tire?
From soft to hard. Sorry, soft to medium.
Okay, when did you pit?
I don't remember, but no, I don't remember. I don't think now.
In 25 laps, it could be possible, yes. But I think if it isn't possible, then I mean Blood Jackson and Charles need to pit again because they started on the medium tire. They're now on the medium tire. They need definitely to stop on another tire. But Charles can go definitely to the end of the race. Sharpie is already on the soft tire. He started on the medium tire, so he could either stop again on the soft tire or go again for the medium tire. And everyone else could go to the end of the race, except of Rossi. Who of course I had the front wing damage in lap 1. It's P3 at the moment. So we'll see where he will land at the end of the race.
Yeah, but it's also when I did my race in Canada, I think I also extended my first tires, but I don't know when I pitted. That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay. Assassin pits now, and he pits
he's gonna go on the medium tires.
Yeah, and he goes to the end of it. So he maybe pit for the hard tires because he started on medium, then changed to medium. Now he's on medium again, Assassin, and then he thought, okay, I need to have another tire. Go for the hards. Don't use a soft tire. Now pit for the medium tire again, and then go to the end of the race because he fulfilled every criteria.
Yeah. Only driver who's on the soft tires is Shabby.
Disconnect. No, he rejoined again. Sorry,
no,
he rejoined again.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, I think it could be an advantage on the restart.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, and he will be of course the first driver again to pit. Therefore, he has free air. And if he goes again on a soft tire, he will do a major undercut. That could be profitable.
That's a good call. But I still think some drivers can go till the end, but we'll see. We'll see. We still have 20 laps. That's a lot.
It's quite a lot, but we'll see. I didn't do a lot of practice around here by now, so I will just let myself surprise. I think Jensen will start after the chicane probably, out of the chicane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he does a very good restart. Drivers aren't able to actually profit from it. But Jackson right behind Charles into turn 1 doesn't risk it. No overtakes into turn 1. And everything
No overtakes.
really went. No overtakes. Everything really smooth. And now McLeod is right behind Jensen. So that's good for him.
Yep. He is. But Jensen doesn't have any penalty at the moment. Also Stan.
Yeah.
The penalty will
And
be very
Xavi?
crucial.
Yeah, Xavi on the soft tire. On the outside, of Frau.
And I think he might just get in the position.
Yeah. Now he's on the outside in the hairpin, that could be an advantage going the long way around. And yeah, both drivers leave a lot of space for each other, that's really fair. And Xavi actually gets through.
And Prof is not giving up. Oh, now he gave up.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think the Blood Jackson looking for P7. Oh, that's a really good exit.
And really fantastic exit.
With Bertier, that was amazing.
Yeah. But of course, he's the first driver who definitely needs to stop again with Charles. Because of course they just went on the medium tire so far. And we already see Rossi on that 6 laps older tire than McLeod and Jensen falling behind, 1.6 seconds. And Stan Norman needs to get past, Racing Omla needs to get past now as soon as possible.
Yeah, because Rossi has all tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
He has an up to P11 now.
Yeah.
And making up quite a lot of positions.
And I think Rossi, Racing Omiya might just get a chance now. Is DRS open? Is DRS enabled?
I think from next lap on.
That's unfortunate because he could have had a chance right now. Oh, let's go. Well, Shabby overtook Possession. So Shabby's in P10.
And the Trau is right behind Charles.
And
Sabi is getting past Stan Loman into turn 1. Breaks himself, but he makes the corner. And now Blood Jackson on the inside of Stan Loman, but doesn't get past.
That was a really good pass.
So good overtake from Sabi. Up into P5, a really good race from him so far. Struggled throughout the last few races. Now Xavi, in that soft tire, of course, getting past the Trau on the hard tire. That's a major difference.
Yeah. I think now Racing Omiya can overtake Rossi.
Yeah,
just gets a bit more closer.
Now. Yeah.
There you go. And now they're pretty really close.
Yeah, now with DRS and ERS, he should be able to get past and Proof actually gets past Possession. Did Possession made a mistake? Probably must have, but he gets past again now as Racing Omna gets past Rossi, as already mentioned.
Yeah, he does. So now racing in P3. Who is our Division 5 champion in Season 1?
But of course 2.3 seconds behind the leading pair of Jensen and McLeod. But I think if he has a really good pace, he could actually catch both of them as Stan Norman gets a time penalty.
He does. So Rossi, 13 laps, he'll still go another, I'd say 10 laps. Oh, there's a yellow flag.
Yeah.
Oh, Pedro is out.
And Pedro and Sesson.
What happened there?
Possession.
There was
No
a
front
contact.
wing damage?
No, there
It
is.
must have been. Possession has front wing damage. But Trau doesn't.
Pedro doesn't?
No. Not on my screen.
Oh. Okay, well I saw some orange front wing. Okay. So it's Possession again.
It's really unfortunate that Sabi goes past Rossi. That's really unfortunate for Petra, because I just did some maths and looked at the gap from the leader, and actually Petra had a really good chance of leading the Grand Prix if everyone else pitted, and actually winning the Grand Prix in the end as well. But of course, with that spin and that contact made, he's now falling behind by quite a bit.
Yeah, it is. But McLeod still holding on to Jensen. It's only 5/10 of difference. Can he overtake Jensen? We'll see. He's very close. 4/10 only.
I don't think he actually would overtake Jensen. I think the only right thing to do is to force him to a mistake or something. That he Xavi spun, where Linux crashed, but nothing major happened.
I think that was his own fault, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so too. For big damage, for the left plate is gone.
Okay.
I don't think and Stan Lohman actually passes Rossi as well now. Gets another time penalty for
and his teammate might just overtake him as well.
Yeah. I think for McLeod, as he has a time penalty and Jensen doesn't, it's important that he forces Jensen into a mistake, maybe cutting one or two corners, getting that time penalty as well, and then overtaking him.
That's also true.
Because he has a lot more ERS than Jensen, and that indicates me that McLeod actually could go a bit faster than Jensen at the moment.
And there's another
yellow sector 3, as Assassin retired.
I think Shabby might know. Is he not retired?
No. But Shabby is waiting on. I would do the same because we already saw one safety car. We would maybe see a second safety car and then we didn't lose anything.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy
just race on.
Yeah, it's crazy how we are only halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And McLeod is right behind Jensen, but he's not thinking about overtaking him.
And both Haas drivers, both reserve drivers, giving themselves a really great battle for P10 at the moment, for the last point position. Just in front of us, Victor, who just overtook them.
Yeah. Petrol gets... Oh, Petrol pits. And he's out.
And Haas. But so, I mean, that's another position for Schabi, and Schabi actually speculates maybe on that. He's up to P12 now, so only 2 more positions and then he's in the points. Maybe he speculates on that. His teammate at the moment, the only driver of the both Racing Point drivers and Jensen, the only drivers without a time penalty. That's important as well. If there's a late safety car, he will profit from that.
Yeah, it's a possibility. That at the moment he's 30 seconds behind P11, which is a lot.
Yeah. And we'll see Blood Jackson just behind Stan Lohman, but won't be able to make move.
Yeah, he's very low on ERS, both drivers actually. And Stan Lohman has to make sure he gets right behind Shabby in that 1 second, and he's already now in that 1 second. And Blood Jackson almost thought of an overtake, but he did not. And Stan now again out of the 1 second. He needs to get in that 1 second to just hold up Blood Jackson, because Blood Jackson is really pushing a lot.
Yeah, he seems to have great pace, even though he wasn't able to set a lap time in qualifying. Started P16. Like I said, to gain 10 places throughout the race now. And he seems to have really great pace. Xavi with the fastest lap of the race, around 10.3. Of course, pushing a bit now. Around 2 seconds now behind Proof, who's on a hard tire. Who stopped now.
I think Jensen is a small guy. I think he would understand why McLeod is not overtaking him.
Yeah, Jensen trying to be. I think as he's driving, he's trying to be as careful as possible. Let me see.
Oh.
He only received 1 warning so far. That's actually really good.
And Jensen has a lot of experience in league racing, Oh, there's a yellow
When
flag. Xavi
Xavi
spawns
spawned
again.
again.
Well, what I was saying was Jensen has a lot of experience in league racing, so I think he should understand why McLeod is not overtaking him. So
Yeah.
he's also going to be much more careful because he knows McLeod is not overtaking him.
Yeah. But the good thing is for him, even if Jensen overtakes him, even if McLeod overtakes him, then he can stay behind him in his DRS and just be pulled by McLeod.
Yes, he can. Well, we only have 11 more drivers. Let's see. So there's a lot of drivers. Ooh, 6 seconds. A lot of drivers with 6 seconds actually.
Yeah, 6 seconds, 3 seconds. But still, Charles haven't attended many races so far. But if he stays without a time penalty throughout this race, he could actually be in a very good position, with drivers having 3 to 9 penalty seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely Charles. And yeah, only Charles and Jensen basically, who have no penalties at the moment. So Racing Omnia is not catching up to McLeod. Oh yeah, McLeod, sorry, yeah.
And Sabi actually really has a really good race in Racing Omnia, missing the braking point a bit, going wide into the chicane, and now Sabi is right on his back. And Xavi is really performing a great race today, and you could actually go into the podium.
You could, yes, and you can see the red light behind Racing Omnia and his low near wrist.
Ooh, and he goes into the chicane. And and Racing Omnia
that was a bit scary.
Really but it was close, but still, it was fair. Switching to the medium tire.
So he's going for fresh air, clean air, I should say,
and go for the undercut. And let's see whether other drivers respond to that, or whether other drivers say to themselves, "No, I will stay out longer. Maybe go for the soft tire, or go completely to the end of the race."
Yeah, and you can already see that Racing Omnia was quite far away from Rossi, and you can see now Rossi actually, because he pitted a bit early, he's right behind Racing Omnia. So so pitting early is going to help a lot. And right where Rossi was, so that turn were in 2019 where Hamilton and Vettel had a investigation, right there I saw a template. So I wonder if I'm dreaming or not. I saw a template. I saw some damage on the track right there. So I wonder if
I will stay on board with Jensen now, who's in the first sector. Have a look at that. That's quite interesting, actually.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the damage would have already disappeared, wouldn't it? Right here. Yeah, it's disappeared. It's not there anymore.
Maybe someone actually touched the wall then.
Yeah.
And Victor now stopped.
Victor stopped? Oh, it's Victor. See? It's what... Yeah, it's him. I was right. Yeah. So it was Victor who touched the wall there. Yep.
Probably. Actually, if I was TFL Charles, I would actually risk going to the end of the race on that tire, because if I don't have any time penalties, the other driver from behind can overtake me, but still I will profit from that position because I don't have any time penalties. I won't lose as much time.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
As the Noman goes past Xavi.
And if you're pitting, McLaren is pitting, he's going for the undercut.
And that actually goes onto the soft tire.
And so, such as Black Jackson is pitting.
Well, it's important for McLaren that he emerges back into the pit lane in front of Jackson, who's switching to soft tire as well now.
Will Racing Omnia pass him? exactly. Racing Omnia pass.
Oh no, he's getting closer at the
He does. He does. He does.
But Racing Omnia on the inside, he's on the inside, better line, and gets past him.
But McLeod has better tires. But we'll see what will happen now. Oh, McLeod pushing him so much.
Yeah, but he needs to stay behind him. Otherwise, it's too dangerous. Vossi getting past his teammate again, and he's way in front of his teammate.
Or did he have damage? Because I think that's a lot. Did he change his? Yeah, did he change his front wing? Or maybe it was Blood Jackson, or I don't know. It was one of them.
Look at the pit stops. Let me look at the pit stops. Blood Jackson, yeah, front wing damage, 8.3 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, it was between Mikra or him.
Yeah, so Stan Noble and Sabi now at the pits, and Tierra Charles pits as well. And so Jensen stays out. So maybe Jensen is going for the end of the race. Everyone else on the soft tire.
Oh, it held up Sabi. Charles was pitting and it held up. It held up Sabi, didn't it? Or am I not?
Not really, no.
No,
it didn't. But of course, Racing Omna getting through. Vossi getting through now. So Racing Omna back into P3. Vossi back into P4. So that's really great after having front wing damage. Lap 1. And that reminds us all, stay in the race. There's nothing to lose.
Yeah, and something different there. Some drivers are going on the softs, and some drivers are going on the medium. So soft, what can do is soft can be very good at the start, but at the end it will struggle, and medium will be just consistent.
Yeah, that's completely correct. But Sabi now then behind Stan Logan both have fresh tires. Stan Logan on medium, Sabi on soft. So if Sabi really wants to benefit, then he needs to get past him right away. And now Jensen pits, and Jensen could actually fall behind Racing Omla.
That's not good.
I think. Racing Omla, I think he will emerge back on track in front of Rossi. But will be close with Racing Omla.
I don't know what his tire wear was, but if it was around, I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't. He couldn't.
Racing Omla gets past.
It is good that he's only lost one position.
Yeah.
But because he has much fresher tires than McLeod, so he can catch up a bit.
Yeah. So McLeod at least needs the gap of 3 seconds, at least minimum 3 seconds.
Yeah,
and Jensen needs to just pick up the pace, go past now. Will he get past? Ooh, yeah, he does get past.
Let's make sure not get any track limits, and also has to make sure he defends at the next turn.
Yeah.
Because then he'll lose a position, and that's not ideal for him. So now he has to make sure he does not lose it.
But he will probably stay ahead. The ERS deployment is just about the same, 120%, and therefore it will stay the same. Yeah. And Jensen stays ahead as Sabi now gets past Stan Noman, as already mentioned. And next one up is Vossi in P4, and then it's Racing Omla in P3 as Blood Jackson gets a time penalty.
Yep. So Vossi is the one that is on all those tires at the moment. So yeah. Also Racing Omla.
Yeah, and of course they are medium tires, so they will be a bit slower than the soft tire, at least at the beginning of the stint. I think around lap 32, maybe 31, the soft tires will degrade and the medium tire will get better.
Yeah, the soft tires will struggle a bit at the end, but not that much. But the medium tires will be consistent.
Yeah, and we already see Jensen picking up the pace, and Tierra Charles getting a time penalty. And therefore Jensen is the only remaining driver without a penalty.
Yeah, he has to make sure he really does not get a penalty there. He has to make sure. Yeah, if McLeod gets another penalty, look, can you actually check if McLeod, how many more warnings he needs to get another penalty? And Charles just overtakes Blood Jackson, and Blood Jackson speeding the pit lane, and he retires from the session.
One more warning.
One more warning?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be interesting now, because that's also
same
more
as
pressure. Same as Jensen?
Jamie sends one more warning in terms of time penalty.
Well, they don't know. They don't know that both need one more warning, unless they are listening to our stream and racing. So yeah. So Jensen is probably making sure he does not get any penalties, and McLeod is a bit scared to not get another penalty and stay out of the 3 seconds. So more pressure for McLeod there. And we still have 7 laps to go, so definitely a chance to get another penalty, especially with only one warning. It's very easy.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many corners. Just in one lap, I think there were you have around 4 to 5 chances to get a time penalty on just one lap. As Sabi gets past Rossi, and now up to P4, on one single lap, times 7, so 21 chances to get a time penalty.
How much?
21 corners to the end of the race to get a time penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess turn 1, turn 3, probably turn 4, but not as much, turn 4, turn 6, 7, 8, and of course the last chicane, as well as the right hand and the left hand corner.
Yeah. Sure. And Poof and Wicro have a lot of penalties still.
Yeah, but I mean, they're right at the back of the grid. Poof is a reserve driver. I think he does a great job. P10, same as Livian in P8. Victor doesn't have a great Grand Prix today, a bit unlucky. And yeah, there's nothing he can do about that.
Yeah. And Jensen is catching up. He's now under 2 seconds. The gap now.
Yeah. But of course, increasing the risk of getting a time penalty. But he seems so safe, so controlled how he's driving.
Consistent, yes.
Consistent. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and now Stan is looking for gap? No, not enough. And McLeod gets a penalty.
Yeah. And therefore he needs to hope. But the good thing now for McLeod is now he has got a penalty. Now he can risk a bit more, go.
Oh, McLeod loses. No.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that he nearly lost his car. But he can go, oh no. Just with that mistake, he lost 5 tenths to Jensen.
Yeah, but it's not good because Jensen is quite consistent here. And now he's gonna boost his confidence. Because now he has a 6 second penalty. He's gonna go much more faster. Because now he feels a bit more relaxed.
And because now, if Jensen gets a time penalty, then he will get a time penalty. It won't matter.
Yeah, exactly. It will not matter.
But Jensen has no more ERA. McLeod is right on the edge of his ERS.
Yeah, and Stan overtakes Rossi. So moves him.
And Sabi getting another time penalty.
So, well, Sabi has 9 seconds, so Stan can even get P4 if he doesn't get another penalty. Stan, and I'm pretty sure, and Racing Omnia now gets a penalty. I'm pretty sure Stan will be careful, just like Jensen.
Yeah. Sabi now right behind Racing Omnia.
And I think Jensen might even overtake McLeod if he wants to, because the gap is.
I mean, it's always better winning a Grand Prix on track than off track. It just feels much better.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's why I think Jensen will overtake McLeod if he gets the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have an opportunity, it's still 5 tenths until he's in the DRS window. And they do have quite similar pace, and therefore it might be a bit difficult to get in that DRS window. But I think the moment he is in, he can save some ERS. I mean, only 4 laps to go. But if he has an opportunity, he will definitely take it. He won't risk anything.
Sabi does a really late braking and pushes Racing on a bit off the track. But he does take the position, but that was, really aggressive.
I mean, he got past now, but I think now after 7 laps, I think Racing Omnia shouldn't have any problems with staying right behind him. Having some problems with the rear end.
No, he should not have any problems. Just has to stay right behind his DRS because Sabi has 9 seconds time penalty, so...
Yeah, Racing Omla 6, Stan Noman 6. So Stan Noman actually has a possibility to get onto the podium.
Because...
if he passes Racing Omla.
Yeah, if he passes. And all of the drivers are low on ERS.
Yeah.
Sabi, Racing Omnia, Stan, is Rossi low? Yeah, Rossi is also low.
Charles isn't, and Charles right on the edge of Rossi's time penalties, but is losing quite a lot of time as well.
Yeah, well, Rossi's behind Stan's switched DRS and everything. Yeah. But Jensen's still not a penalty.
Yeah. I think with 3 laps remaining, he won't risk anything anymore. I mean, he can afford to be within 5 seconds, or I mean within 6 seconds of McLeod. He won't risk anything. He won't risk to crash. He won't risk to get a time penalty.
Yeah, and Stan gets a penalty.
Ooh. So that's good for Racing Omla, and that's good for Sabi.
Yeah, it is.
And also good if Charles picks up the pace for Charles, but he really needs to pick up the pace now for the last 2 laps.
Yeah, he has to. Oh, Racing Omnia does not get a good exit.
But none of them has ERS available.
And Stan might. No, oh, Racing Omnia late. Oh, locks up a bit.
But he's on the better side.
Oh yeah, Stan does not get a good exit.
He was a bit on the gravel side. Had no traction at all.
Yeah, and Racing Omnia is struggling though.
Yeah, he's now falling outside of the DRS window, so that's really important.
Yeah. And I think he is still in the DRS zone to Sabi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. So he will get DRS. So that's good for him. He has to make sure he still gets it to the next lap.
Sabi makes a mistake a bit, going a bit wide for the happen.
Oh yeah. So at the moment Jensen will win. McLeod will take P2 and Racing Omnia will take P3. And Stan Loman now right behind Racing Omnia. Will he go? No, he does not go. Oh, but Racing Omnia always does a locks up
again. But no chance for Stan Loman to get through. It's so difficult to get better direction than other guys on track.
Yeah, it's also dirty air.
Yeah, mostly probably dirty air. But now, Racing Omla again outside of the DRS window.
Yeah, that's good for Stan Loman. But we are on in last lap, and Johnson is not closing up that much. I don't think he'll overtake him.
Both are on the limits of the ERS, and therefore I don't think there will be any chance of overtaking McLeod, except he does a mistake in his last chicane.
Yeah. Well, I think it's safe to say that Jensen will win. And here they are, last turn. And McLeod is gonna win the race, but he takes P2 because of the penalty. And Jensen wins the GP. Racing Omnia gets P3 because of his time penalties. Sabi takes P4, Stan takes P5. Rossi takes P6. Charles could have taken P4 even, but no, he does not. He takes P7. And after that we have Levi and Viklarpov, who had unfortunate race today, but top 6, it was really competitive, really close, and they were pushing to their limits. And I think that might affect the standings a lot.
Yeah. after last week's blockbuster, you could say, but it was all a bit mixed up. Jensen retired. It's again another win for Jensen and Ferrari. I mean, top class from both drivers, Jensen and McLeod today. They really had really good pace. And yeah, applause to all the drivers who actually finished the race. They for good luck. And Kufa P10 as a reserve driver, a good result. Division 4, I think you said. And yeah.
Yeah, perfect. But driver of the day, URL Sabi. So a lot of drivers. Yeah, a lot of drivers who DNF'd. But yeah, Jensen is now taking has a big gap now from P2 because Vicar had a really bad race today. Because Vicar was P2 and Vicar I think only got 1 point or 2 points I think.
2 points only.
2 points only, so now the gap will be around 50 points and we only have 3 more races to go I think, or 4 more. So
that's actually quite a lot.
Yeah, so Jensen now is potentially might be the champion, but we still have a few races to go. But yeah, anyways, it was a really good race today. But yeah, we'll see you next week in Japan. Yeah, Japan. So yeah, so yeah, we'll see you guys in Japan. Bye.